Hello. So I don't know if I'm going to combine this into two videos or into one. We'll see how it goes. I've been watching a bit of the coverage of the German federal election, which is ongoing now. The BBC, CNN, and other networks are giving it full coverage. So Mr. Laschet has just spoken of the CDU, CSU, and it seems he was disappointed. It looks like he was setting himself up for a tricky battle ahead with these coalitions. Of course, in German politics, that's normal. In Britain, just to draw a brief contrast, the concept of coalitions is rare, and when it does happen, it's very controversial. The last example being the 2010 to 2015 period with the Conservatives and Liberal Democrats. In Germany, on the other hand, it's far more common and expected. So the results with the exit poll are as follows. If you just bear with me, I took a screenshot here for the purpose of this. I don't think it's overly surprising because it was close, so I don't think this result is overly surprising. Laschet was putting on a sort of brave face, but I think he's probably a nervous man tonight. Olaf Scholz cannot be complicit either, though. So the results are the reason I mention these two guys is that one of them is going to be the next chancellor. There's no question about it. So I'm just scrolling back. Right, CDU, CSU, 24%. CSU, of course, is a Bavarian branch of that party. Or I don't know if it's a fully independent party, if it's just a Bavarian version of that. Maybe a German viewer could tell me. So they've got 24%. The SPD, 26%. The Greens, 15%. The FDP, 12%. The Alternative for Germany, 10%. And the Left, the Link Party, 5%. Well, none of the other parties are apparently going to work with the Alternative for Germany, which is intriguing that they're prepared to work for the far left, with the far left, but not the far right. Understandable, though, given Germany's history. Um, the Greens are wielding quite a bit of support there, 15%. So whether Ms. Baerbock will be sort of getting into negotiations with Scholz or Laschet, I guess it depends who does she rather work with. Climate change has been the major issue of this election, of course, and it's not surprising given the devastating floods earlier this year in Germany. So anyway, I'm going to keep watching the results. It's unlikely that it'll be determined tonight. I imagine it'll be further down the line. I think in terms of implications for the wider world, that'll be somewhat limited because although Germany is a great power, I can imagine whoever succeeds is not going to be radically different. Even if it's the SPD, I can't see Schultz or Laschet, either of them being radical. They're both rather dull figures, which is, it's something that Germans actually resonate with. And I don't think it's offensive to say that. They themselves will say that Germans like stable figures. They don't necessarily like big, extravagant figures. Helmut Kohl was a little bit eccentric, but that's about the most. Um, well, actually, I believe that it's um, not Willy Brandt's. I have to patch up on my German politics here. Um, not Helmut Kohl, Helmut Schmidt. There we go. Helmut Schmidt apparently stocked up on tobacco before the tobacco ban in Germany. So there you have it. But in my entire lifetime, there's only been three German chancellors: Helmut Kohl, Gerhard Schroeder, who I personally think was far too cozy with Russia, and Angela Merkel. So, in that sense, there will be a lot of tension on what direction the new man goes. So, from that point of view, it'll be interesting to see, will he be Atlantist? Will he be more pro EU? I mean, Germans are pro EU by nature, but will he try to perhaps mend some of the tensions with the Atlanticist side of things? Barack Obama, of course, is close to Merkel, but there's no denying that Brexit has soured relations somewhat between London and Berlin, and I hope that we patch them up because I think Western democracies are much better when they work together. Um, I'm not saying that we need Germany, but it just makes more sense in an uncertain world when you have a resurgent Russia, an aggressive China. I just think that it's good for Western liberal democracies to work together. Anyway, I'm going to draw this up now. Interested to see what happens. I imagine the Greens are going to play a big role. The Greens in Germany are a serious party, unlike their counterparts in Britain, who, I mean, okay, I don't know much about the positions of Miss Baerbock personally, but, in Britain, by contrast, we have the leader of the Green Party actually advocating for anarchy. I'm not sure if the German Greens are that reckless. I think they're more realistic. I think they're more politically astute than the British equivalent. Anyway, if you're German, let me know your thoughts. What's happening where you are? Um, is it going to be Chancellor Scholz or Chancellor Laschet? Let me know your thoughts.